It's Dose. Hey, let's get it. I got that pride in me. I got that dog in me. I got my dogs with me. You know where you can find me. I got that pride in me. I got that dog in me. I got my dogs with me. You know where you can find me. Hillside. 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 Check me out. Let's go. Look, leaving no doubt, going all in. Business and ladies keep calling. Look at my schedule, it's filled in. For the right price, we can make sense. Never been a fan of the hate. Protect myself thanks to the maker. On the grind, call it running routes. Moving real smooth while we counting paper.
Hillside, 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 hillside. Hillside, 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 hillside. What you know about them bears? All the ops we running through. Sylvan Hills, what it do? Winning, what we gonna do? I'm a ball hog, got swift attack. I've been a winner, I stick to that. Team player, been a Mac, recognize past, then get the sack. Bears grinding at the line of scrimmage. Do our thing, see the end zone. Fourth quarter, it's time to finish. We coming hard, bring the win home. Big hit energy, chewing up all the ops like raw bait. All for one, we fight the
Hello and welcome, Bears fans, to Sylvan Hills Bears football here on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. My name is Jake Hall, and joining me tonight in the booth again is going to be my friend Dylan Davis. How are you, Dylan?
I'm doing great. Excited to be here for another game here, Sylvan Hills Bears football.
Absolutely. We're going to have a great 6A East matchup here tonight between the Little Rock Catholic Rockets and the Sylvan Hills Bears. It should be a great 6A East matchup. Both teams looking to come out with a win. But before I continue on with that, just want to go ahead and mention to everybody that we do have sponsorships available for this broadcast and future broadcasts for all the sports going forward. So if you're interested in taking advantage of sponsoring this Sylvan Hills network, please go ahead and reach out to us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Or you can give a call to Will at 501-620-9266 if you're interested in inquiring about our available sponsorships. And also want to give a big shout out to Akel's Flooring and Cabinets, who sponsor our halftime show and have sponsored our halftime show since we started this broadcast. Please visit them at their 3 locations or at akelscarpet1.com. But moving on to our football game here tonight. It's a beautiful night here in Arkansas for football, and talk about perfect weather. It feels great outside right now.
Yeah, you got that nice fall crisp to the air. It's football time. The leaves are starting to turn. It's a little darker here at kickoff than earlier in the season. it just really feels like those Friday night lights are finally here. It's finally high school football season.
Absolutely. But I'm not Todd Jacobian, so let's talk about some football. So with football, I mean, the Sylvan Hills Bears are having some struggles on the season. Now, not going to lie, that last week they had a great game going all the way up until about the third, fourth quarter, and then the Jacksonville Titans just shut them down. They ended up losing that game 24-14. My mistake. They ended up losing that game 28-14, and it felt like they weren't really outplayed. They were really playing well all the way up until a certain point, and then Jacksonville just shut them down.
Yeah, just a handful of times they let the Jacksonville quarterback break contain, and he really hurt them with their legs last week. It's kind of been the theme the whole season. This Bears team has really played tough and been competitive in some ball games, and then they have one or two plays go against them, and they can never recover, and the snowball starts to build. So this team's got to do a better job of bouncing back when things don't go their way, and you're going to be put in tough spots, and it's all about how you respond and keep plugging.
Absolutely. I think this team has shown a lot of toughness throughout the year, and I think Coach Houle has done a great job of building this program into what he wants it to be. I can tell that this program is on the right track, as every single week this team is giving it their all and playing their hardest, and I've seen improvement week to week, and so sooner or later they're going to come away with a win, and hopefully tonight's the night. The Bears have yet to win a game in the 6A East, which is unfortunate, and they're going to be going up against the Catholic Rockets. The Rockets are one of the better teams in the 6A East. They are 3-2 in the division, and they are led by head coach John Fogelman. John Fogelman has had an 11-1 record last year and finished first in the 6A East. So we know this team is no joke. They're gonna come out here and hit the Bears in the mouth. That's for sure.
Yeah, quarterback Jackson English, he's a junior coming off a very good performance last week. He was 20 of 26, 263 passing yards and 4 touchdowns. So, he's obviously someone who can really get it done, someone who can win the game really on his own for the Catholic Rockets. So this Bears defense is going to have their hands full tonight doing what they can to contain him.
Absolutely. We saw earlier in the season Catholic took the Benton Panthers all the way to the edge. That was earlier in the season. It was at Benton. That was a tough game, and they almost came away with the win. So we know that Catholic can play with the best of them, but they're coming into Sylvan Hills Stadium tonight, and they're going to have to compete against another home crowd in Sylvan Hills. And we know that Sylvan Hills has played very well here at home so far this season. So hopefully they come out swinging like they have the past couple weeks.
Yeah, Catholic obviously had the undefeated season last year, their first season in the 6A conference. Not the team they were last year, but still obviously a very good football team. Bears have their hands full tonight trying to pick up their first win.
Absolutely. Looking over some of these other games, though, in the 6A East, we got El Dorado at Sheridan. That should be a pretty good matchup. Both of those teams looking to kind of find a spot in the playoffs, possibly later on in the season, trying to get a win. And then I think probably a bigger game of the night is probably going to be Marion at West Memphis. Both those teams are 5-1 on the season. Marion's 4-1 in conference. West Memphis is 5-0 in the 6A East. So both those teams are going to have a heck of a matchup on their hands. That's probably the matchup I'm most excited for in the 6A.
Yeah, that ought to be a great game. Those are two neighboring towns, neighboring schools, so there's always a little extra blood and a little extra heat to those games. And then you add in that both teams are 5-1, looking to stay alive in their respective conference races. So that ought to be a great football game there in West Memphis tonight. We'll keep an eye on that one for you.
Absolutely. So going into this game for the Bears, I think the one thing that the Titans did all game, not just when they shut them down in the second half, was Malachi Sherwin just really couldn't get the ball moving at all, even in the first half. And that was a player that the Bears really leaned on all the way through the season, was having Malachi Sherwin in that backfield, who was one of their more explosive offensive players.
Yeah, they struggled to get movement, especially early in that game. Jacksonville had pretty nice size up on the defensive line, and And the Sylvan Hills offensive line struggled with that early in the game. They did get some movement later, and the Werner game started to open up a little for them. But really, it was just the quarterback for Jacksonville just really gave them fits when he decided to take off. And they had struggles containing him. And Jackson English is a great passer, but he can also do it with his legs, as he had 60 rushing yards last week. So, again, that's a concern for the Bears tonight, to make sure that they keep him in the pocket and get him on the ground when you have the chance.
One of the best units for the Bears is their defensive line. They have Kanye Williams on one end, and they also have Keyshawn Jones, my mistake, the senior, on the inside. They've really got some guys that can rush the passer, and so Jackson English, we know, can move with his legs, so he's probably going to be running around a decent amount in that backfield here tonight.
Yeah, and the Bears were without Jabanowski last week. I'm not sure if he's going to be back this week, but he's a big part of that defense as well. Just another athletic member of that front eight of that defense. And so if he comes back tonight, that obviously gives them a little bit of a boost on that side of the football.
Let's go ahead and announce our captains this evening for the Bears. Number 36, Malachi Carruthers, and number 17, DJ Givens, are going to go out for the coin toss. But going back to the Bears not being able to run the ball very well, this is a young Bears team. They have a sophomore at quarterback in Tyler Hampton, who is very talented. We've seen great things from him so far this season, and we all know that he's going to do nothing but improve year by year. But right now, I just don't really know if they can lean on him as much as just using him as the entire offense. I don't know if we can get that out of him just yet, but if they can't get the running game going, that's what's going to have to happen. And so hopefully you have wide receivers like Isaiah Rivera who can come up clutch for Hampton and find some open space so Hampton has somewhere to throw it to. And another guy that can really get open is Christian Fields, another sophomore for the Bears. So the Bears have some weapons, and they just have to figure out a way to find some open space so Tyler Hampton can take advantage of it.
Yeah, you've seen the improvement with Hampton week to week, right? If you're watching the games, they may be – they're going in the loss column. But if you watch these football games, you can tell this team is improving, and it starts with Tyler Hampton. He's really starting to learn the offense. You see each week it starts to kind of slow down for him. He starts to get through his reads a little quicker, and he's made a lot of much better decisions here lately. When he's shown when he's given time in the pocket, he can deliver a pretty nice deep ball. He can get the ball out and on time. And like you said earlier, the Bears have a few receivers who've shown they can get behind the defense as well. So if this Bears offensive line can give Hampton some time tonight and he continues to take those steps forward like we've seen in previous weeks, I think the Bears have a good chance to score a few points here and maybe hit a shot or two over the top of the defense.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and take a look at this coin toss to see who's going to start our game off with the offense. The wind is blowing pretty well tonight, so that could be a factor in the kicking game. So whoever decides to defer, I would probably defer just to take advantage of the wind so you get the wind to your back. Sylvan Hills elects to defer, and Catholic will be receiving. Looks like Sylvan Hills wants to get the. Will have the back to their have the wind to their back and help this kicking game. They have a pretty excellent kicker in Alex Bowman. We've seen him knock in a 35-yarder, and that probably would have been good from 45. So they are able to kick the ball and nail some long field goals as long as the offense gives them an opportunity.
Yeah, we saw a shakeup in the kicking game last week, but then they went back to Bowman later in the game, so you'd assume he's probably the guy moving forward for you. And yeah, you're right. They have a decent kicker. And
here come your Bears with the fireworks. Wow. You gotta love the the flashiness here on Friday night in Arkansas. That's how you start off some Friday night football here in the state.
Yeah, as always, what an entrance from the Bears. The pyrotechnics, the smoke, the band. The scene is set here for a great night of high school football.
Absolutely, and the Bears are going to have a tough go at it on their hands. You know what I'd like to see is, with the running game getting shut down last week, they were really loading the box, and their defensive line was just kind of having their way. I think what would be beneficial for the Bears if maybe they run some quick screens, quick bubble screens out to the wide receivers, kind of spread everybody out, and maybe that way, and if you can get the passing game going and spread some people out, maybe that might benefit your run game, and you can really open some holes for Malachi Sherwin.
Yeah, I think you just got to do what you can do to get Malachi Sherwin in space, get him the ball in creative ways, and then do the same for Hampton. I like him carrying the football as a runner. He's shown the ability to really hurt some teams with his legs. And not only, with broken down plays, he can do it on a designed run as well. And so I think the Bears offense has got to continue to figure out ways to just get playmakers in space and let them do the work. So we'll see. But tonight we're going to start out with defense at first, and good opportunity for this unit to come out here and do really what they've done for a lot of the season and lock down the Catholic offense and get this ball back to your offense.
The head coach for the Bears, Coach Houle, if there's one thing I know about him, he's got this team behind him. He's got this team running under some great leadership, and they're going to come out here and give Catholic all they can handle. I can promise you that. And I hopefully this defense comes out here and smacks Catholic in the mouth and really sets the tone for the game going forward.
Yeah, the fight, the effort's there. Just really need the execution to kind of catch up with it, and hopefully we see that tonight.
And the kick is away. And it's caught at the 10-yard line. They're going to return it back. And he's got some space all the way up to the 40. One man to beat, and he's brought down by the kicker, Alex Bowman, right at the 45 on the other side of the field. That's a huge return for Catholic, and already momentum on their side.
Yeah, that's a very nice tackle right there by Alex Bowman, though, saving the touchdown. Form tackle there at the 45-yard line. And yeah, Catholic set up a very nice return out there. Had a very nice block on Joseph Thompson and opened up a hole for the returner. And fortunately for the Bears, Bowman was able to make that tackle to get the Bears defense on the field with a chance to stop.
Snap, handed off up the middle from the shotgun, and he's going to be hit pretty hard and brought down for a minimal gain of only about 3.
Yeah, this inside zone to start for the Rockets. If you're the Bears defense, that's probably too much on first down, 5 yards.
That was number 26, Brady Hester, with the tackle. Taking the snap, rolling to the left side, quick pass out to the left, and he's going to be brought down for a gain of about 3. So now the Rockets are going to have a third down on their hand, 3rd and 2.
That's a simple rollout play with the flood route combination behind it, and hits the little arrow route there for 4 yards.
So England takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, breaks the tackle and falls forward as Cooper Nanan. Nanan, the senior, gets the first down for the Rockets.
Yeah, big hole opened up there by the Catholic offensive line.
Looks like that play is good enough for a Rockets first down with the ball spotted at the Bears 29.
All right, England in the pistol formation. Nanan behind him. He's going to hand it off again up the middle. Keyshawn Jones was there this time to meet him, and he's brought down by a host of Bears for a gain of about 2.
Yeah, much better job right there by the Bears defensive line. Nowhere to go for the running back. You mentioned Keyshawn Jones right there in the hole to greet him. And then the pursuit gets there to finish off the tackle. That sets you up pretty good here with 2nd and 8.
I've been surprised by the holes that have opened up so far for this Catholic offense. We don't see that up the middle for the Bears. And they're going to play action pass, roll out to the right. Great coverage right there by number 20, Keelan Griffin for the Bears, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, the sophomore with a very nice play. Very well covered, and then he breaks on the football. Comes in to break that one up.
That will bring up 3rd and 8.
The Rockets making a substitution. So they're going to have 3 wide receivers to the far side. Shotgun formation for England. He takes the snap. He's looking to his right. Gets it off. Deep pass. Overthrows his wide receiver just by a hair, and it falls incomplete. And so just like that, the Rockets are going to have a 4th down on their hands.
Yeah, at the very least, you force their coach to make a decision here. See it. Looks like he is sending on the field goal unit. Going to be about a 45-yarder, just under 45-yard field goal attempt.
You know, when he threw that pass, I was wondering why the wide receiver didn't stick his hands out. It looked like it was pretty close. He might have been able to grab it.
Yeah, definitely looked like he could have gotten more effort there.
Field goes up, and no good as he misses it. And so the Bears take a stand right to start the game. And so with 9:33 left in this first quarter, the Bears take over on offense, giving up no damage.
Man, what a stop right there for the Bears defense. And you got to go back to Alex Bowman, the kicker, making the play. Saving the touchdown there. You give your defense a chance to come out here on the field and get a stop, and they do just that. See if this Bears offense can take advantage of this stop from their defense.
Handed off, and it's Tyler Hampton. My mistake. He kept it himself, and he falls forward for a good gain right there. Gain of about 6.
Just a quarterback keeper there. Picked up a very nice gain. You see the quickness there from Hampton. So he put his foot in the ground and got north and south very quickly there and picked up nice yardage on 1st down.
Hampton takes the snap, hands it off to Sherwin, up the middle. Sherwin's going to fall forward, but he's stopped right at the line of scrimmage for no gain, so it's 3rd down now for the Bears. Hampton takes a snap, looking to the right side, gets the pass away, and that was Billings. Billings is going to be stopped for a short gain of only about 2, and so that's going to bring up 4th down, and Coach Houle elects to send out the punting unit.
Yeah, Billings could have pushed that route just a yard or 2 deeper, and Hampton needs to put a little more zip on that ball and lead his receiver a little bit more. Billings had to come back for it, and that resulted in him being short of the 1st down yardage when he caught it and wasn't able to break the tackle, and so the Bears are going to have to punt.
On to attempt to punt is Tyler Scott. Gets the punt away, and it's going to be a nice punt. Oh, it's off the hands of the returner, but he picks it up just in time before the Bears get there, and so that's where the Rockets are going to start this drive at about the 34-yard line.
Man, that's a fortunate play. He picked it up pretty clean after the drop, or else that could have been the Bears falling on that football. Usually when it's on the ground, you run at full speed to pick it up. It's not that easy, but number 2 for the Rockets did a nice job recovering that one.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in to our broadcast here tonight. Rockets fans or Bears fans, we really appreciate you tuning in. So if you wouldn't mind hitting that like and subscribe button, it would really help us out here at the Sylvan Hills Sports Network. And, hit that notification bell if you want to get notified anytime we go live with more Sylvan Hills Sports. Handing it off up the middle to Neenan. He's going to fall forward. Gain of about 4 there. Good gain on 1st down for the Rockets, and so it's going to be 2nd down.
Tripped up by number 26, Reed Hester for the Bears. Now we'll say a couple on the play. Bring up.
Both teams look a little bit sluggish to start this game. kind of surprised by the start here. That somebody's going to take advantage, though. Sooner or later, somebody's about to take advantage.
Yeah, not a ton of life in either sideline. Just seems like both teams just kind of going through the motions here early.
England takes the snap, looking to pass on the left side. He's got a man. It's almost caught. That was great coverage right there by Josiah Rainey. He was all over it to force the incompletion, but it was almost a great catch by number 10 for the Rockets as he juggled it around before letting it fall through.
Yeah, textbook coverage right there by Josiah Rainey, right there in the hip pocket of the receiver. Waits until the receiver puts his hands up to get his head around and find the football, and he breaks it up. Just a very nice play right there. That's one that you could save that video and use it as training later in the season.
3 receivers to the close side. England takes the snap, looking to pass. He steps up in the pocket, and he's just going to take off. He's going to make a man miss. Finally is brought down by a couple of Bears. He's going to have enough for the first down, and so they're going to have a fresh set of downs at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, English, he's a guy who's looking to pass it first. That's a little different than what we saw last week against Jacksonville. English is a guy who is looking to throw it first, but he will pull it down, and he can be very effective when he does. So the Bears have got to do a better job of keeping him in the pocket and maintaining their rush lanes.
England again with the snap. Oh, and he's going to be brought down by number 33, Chris Davis for the Bears.
Chris Davis coming on the stunt there just really looked unblocked as the Catholic offensive line didn't process that one very well, and he makes the quarterback pay.
That's what you want to see from the Bears. Is now you put them up in a very second and long position, and this is when you take advantage as the Bears and try to get a stop here. England is going to hand it off to Neenan. Neenan is going to cut it up, and now he's got some room. Somebody's going to have to bring him down. He gets all the way to the sideline, but not before he gains about 13, and so now that turns into a third and short situation.
Yeah, Jabanowski there on the tackle. Yeah, that's just too much right there. Looked like he kind of got lost in the pile and bounces it out. Turns it into a very nice gain. Bears defense got to stand tall on third and short.
England rolling right, quick pass to the right side, and it's going to be complete for a first down right at about the 41-yard line. I think with Neenan's looks like a shorter back there. It's very easy to get lost behind those big offensive and defensive linemen. It's kind of hard to see where he's going.
Yeah, just like on that one, you almost saw a couple Bears defenders kind of whip their head around like, hey, wait a minute, where'd he come from? And that's just kind of one of the few advantages of having a shorter running back.
Option, and England kept it himself, and he's on the left side. He's going to get pushed out of bounds. No late hit there. Smart. That was smart right there by Joseph Thompson to hold up and not get a hit out of bounds.
Yeah, dangerous as they were heading into the kicking net there, but everybody stayed up. Looks like we're all okay. And play on. Again, English burning you with his legs.
Handing off to Neenan. Neenan up the middle. And he's going to be hit and brought down, but not before he gets a first down. And so the Rockets are moving on this drive.
Yeah, this is a big physical Catholic offensive line, and we're starting to open up some holes here on this drive in their running game.
England hands it off to Neenan again. Neenan up the middle for a gain of about 4 yards, and so that's going to bring up second down.
On the play, it'll bring up second 5.
A new back in there for Catholic is it's number 44. England is going to hand it off to him up the middle. He's going to break a tackle. He's dragging a couple defenders, finally falls down close to the goal line. He's going to be at about the 3-yard line.
Dwayne Beasley for the Rockets.
See, did that give them a first down? I think so. Going to be first and goal from the 3.
Looks like that play is good enough for a first and goal for the Rockets with the ball spotted at the Bears 3.
Takes the snap. Keeps it himself on the left side. Is he going to be brought? He's going to be brought down at the 1-yard line. That was a great job by Joseph Thompson to not let England force his way into the end zone.
Yeah, that's a great effort right there by Thompson. It looked like quarterback English had the angle to the pylon, and Thompson makes a great effort to get out there and make that play.
That'll bring up second and goal for the Rockets from inside the 1.
Under center now. He's going to just do the old tush push into the end zone, and just waiting for the signal now. And it is a touchdown Rockets as they take the lead here with 3:26 left to go in the first quarter.
You know, I never would have thought in the year 2023 that the quarterback sneak would be the #1 headline in football.
I know, it's kind of surprising, isn't it?
It is. It is somehow taking the football world by storm.
PAT is away, and it's good, and so the Rockets lead it 7-0 with 3:26 left to go. The Bears are going to have to respond here on offense.
Yeah, I mean, what I imagine has to be one of the older plays in the history of the sport. The quarterback sneak has just made a resurgence here in the year 2023, and man, it's the talk of the town. Some people are fired up about it.
Well, you know, it's interesting. A lot of guys, I feel like it started with Pee Wee and it's moved its way through high school football into college, and with guys like Gus Malzahn, it's just being in shotgun, that running, the air raid type of system has kind of traveled all the way through football, and now we're kind of coming back to our roots of the quarterback being under center and just doing a quick shove to get the 2 yards that they need.
Yeah, water always finds its level, right? Is that what they say?
History repeats itself in one of those phrases. Who knows?
Time in a circle, I think.
On to return this kick is going to be Isaiah Rivera and Joseph Thompson. Kick is away, and it's going to go over the head of Joseph Thompson into the end zone, touchback. So the Bears are going to start this drive at the 20-yard line. The defense looked to be struggling against the Rockets, so the Bears need to come out here and make a statement on offense and try to get this ball moving and get some more momentum on their side.
Yeah, felt like Catholic got pretty much whatever they wanted on that last drive offensively. So if you're the Bears offense, you probably feel like you need to respond here with some type of points of your own if you have any hope of coming out with a win tonight. But still plenty of time left in this ball game to get things going in the right direction.
What is this? This is an interesting play here. Swinging gate.
I was trying to count the men on the line of scrimmage before they snapped it, and I guess they didn't have enough. Getting creative, trying something. Trying something new. I missed what the penalty call was on that, but they're going to back them up 5 yards. I assume it was a legal formation.
False start.
A false start. So we were in a legal formation, just didn't get set. Okay. Maybe we'll try it later in the game.
Hampton. Quick pass to the left side. And it's caught. Decent gain of about 6 or 5. So now they're back to the original line of scrimmage. I didn't see who caught that ball. Did you?
I think it was Rivera, but yeah, I couldn't see his number.
Hampton. He's going to run the option on the right side. He cuts it up. Nowhere to go, though, and he falls forward for maybe a yard.
Yeah, this feels like a big third down here early in this football game. You're here on your own end, on the 20-yard line, 2 minutes to go in this quarter. You're down a touchdown, and you just feel like if you give the ball back to Catholic here, it's going to be tough for your defense to get a stop. So this feels like a big 8 yards for this offense.
Quick pass to the left side is going to be Rivera. The whistle was blowing, though. I'm not sure what happened. Did it fall incomplete?
Yeah, it looks like that fell incomplete over there.
I'm not sure
through
where
the hands of Rivera.
Through the hands of Rivera. So now this offense is going to punt, and that's not what you wanted to see. You wanted to see this offense get some points, and if they would have got some points there, I think that would have gave the defense a little extra motivation to come out here and get a stop. But now either way, it's going to be up to the Bears defense to come out here and put the fire out.
Yeah, tough to go 3 and out there. Give the ball right back to Catholic.
And we have a false start on the Bears.
Looks like that penalty is a false start against the Bears. They'll back him up at Abe Lincoln. And bring up 4th and 18.
Punt is away. Off the
nice
hands
punt.
of the returner again. This time he picks it up quickly, and he's going to get about 7-10 yards on the return. Get it up to the 48-yard line.
Stop was made by number 44, A.J. Diaz for the Bears. Looks like the Rockets are going to set up shop. 1st and 10 at the Bears, 48-yard line.
You know, last year's matchup between these two teams was pretty close going all the way into the third quarter, and then the Rockets kind of went away with it. The final score was 24-14. It was a pretty close ball game. Neenan again laying some wood on a defender as he gets about 9 yards right there.
Ball carrier was number 30, Cooper Nannon for the Rockets. That was led by
Yeah, it took several Bears there to stop him. Still didn't get him to the ground.
for the Bears.
He's had a nice game already
Bring up 2nd and 1.
here in the first quarter.
I'm not sure how many yards Nannon has so far here tonight, but he's got quite a few. Again, Nannon up the middle,
Ball carrier was number 30.
and he gets up to about the 35-yard line. Now this Rocket offensive line is just kind of having their way right now.
Stop was made by number 38.
Yeah, they're always usually a pretty good unit. They were good last year. They're good again this year. And, yeah, you've seen it early in this football game. They've really opened up some nice holes in the running game, and the Bears' defensive line has struggled to keep them off the linebackers in the second level of this defense, which can really create some of those bigger runs you've seen.
England over the middle, wide open wide receiver, and he's going to cut it up, and he might have 6, and he does. 6 points on the board for the Rockets after a quick slant turns into a touchdown.
Down Rockets.
.104 left in this first quarter, and the Rockets already lead at 13-0. ET is up and good.
Extra point attempt.
That makes it 14 all Catholic.
Buck 4 left in the first quarter. Score now.
You know, that's what we were afraid of there. You know, you get to score a long touchdown drive, and then you go 3 and out and immediately give the ball right back to them. You know, that defense is gassed. They're winded, and so Catholic, you know, really made easy work of it on that drive to make it 14-0. This Bears offense has really got to come out here and put together some type of drive, if for nothing other than to give your defense a breather over there on the sideline.
You know, I'm old enough to remember Catholic being in the 7A conference and not faring so well as they have since they've been in the 6A starting last year.
Yeah, it's interesting with the competition rules regarding private schools in the state. You have that fluctuation there. go up and down frequently now.
Kick is away. Joseph Thompson muffs it. But he's going to pick it up, and now he's going to take off up the middle. He's hit hard at about the 16-yard line. Ooh, he got hit hard in the side. He's holding that right side of his. Hopefully he's okay.
Number 23, now 84 Rockets. Looks like the Bears are going to set up shop first and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
Hampton takes the snap, hands it off to Sherwin up the middle. Sherwin's going to cut it to the left side. He's got a little bit of room out there. Breaks a tackle and finally gets taken down, but not before he gets the first down. So first down Bears, they finally get their first down of the night.
Yeah, great run right there by Sherwin. Didn't have anything up the middle, and he bounces it outside, finds some daylight, and you see the speed. He turns on the jets and picks up a nice chunky yardage to give them a 1st and 10.
So Cleo Penn in the backfield with Hampton. Hampton's going to cut it out to the right side on his own. Cuts it up, gets what he can out of it. It's going to be about a 5-6 yard gain.
Yeah, just got to stay on schedule, stay in front of the chains. You saw on the last drive we tried the trick play and had the pre-snap penalty, and that backed us up, and they never recovered. But if you can stay in front of the chains, give yourself 2nd, medium, 3rd, and shorts, that's just going to put you in a much better chance to convert those and continue drives.
Hands it off to Penn. Penn on the left side trying to show some speed. He breaks a tackle, and he might have gotten up to the line of scrimmage or maybe a gain of 1.
Yeah, nice job stringing that one out by the Catholic defense. I think that's when Terry Hampton would probably want backs. He would probably pull that one down next time, probably miss that read. He'd probably still be running. But that's, just some of the growing, with the young quarterback. He's going to miss some reads from time to time. And, that's all right as long as he, continues to progress and continues to get better in this offense.
The officials are having a discussion. I think they're having a discussion about how much time should be on the clock as they let the clock keep running, but apparently he went out of bounds, and that's what they're trying to relay up to the booth up here.
Yeah, we had some clock issues last week at different points of the game.
8. Please reset the game clock to 8 seconds.
They're going to add about 5 seconds to the clock. 76 seconds. That's interesting. There you go.
I think they just picked their own number there.
I think they did.
The referee said 8. They're going to go with 7.6, and I think we're gonna play.
All right. 7.6 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Hampton takes the snap. 3rd down, and it's intercepted by a defensive lineman for the Rockets, and he's going to take it back for 6. He's going to take it back for 6 after the interception. Touchdown Rockets after the interception by the defensive lineman. He just jumped up and snagged that one out of the air.
Yeah, I mean, not much you can do. Just hang your hat, good play, and move on.
PAT is up and good, so the Rockets will lead at 21-0 at the end of the first quarter. But that's the end of the first quarter of action. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have more Sylvan Hills Bears football on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network, brought to you by National State Sports.
Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal, and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted.
And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
And the Rockets are about to kick it off to start the second quarter. Not sure what that was. Kick is away. Joseph Thompson is going to take it in the end zone. It's going to be a touchback.
Will Aaron's kick goes into the end zone. That will be a touchback.
All right, so the Bears offense will get the best starting field position they've had tonight after the pick six. It's really just a great play by that defensive lineman. It's hard to tell your quarterback to throw it higher, give him one more thing to think about. But just a great play from that defensive lineman, came out of nowhere and snagged that.
He was definitely sitting in coverage. I would be very surprised if he just gave up on rushing the quarterback and just stepped back. That was a design play by the Rockets defense, and it was ran perfectly. Rivera is going to get the ball out to try to do the double reverse pass to Hampton, and it went through the hands of Hampton. He couldn't hang on to it. Dropped interception from the Rockets, luckily. And so now it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Bears.
Yeah, even if Hampton had caught it, he wasn't going to go anywhere. The Rockets defense had that one pretty well sniffed out. Bears trying to get creative, trying to take some chances here to get some offense going. It looked like there was some confusion on that one, and they're going to take a timeout.
That is their first timeout of the first half.
All right, 2nd and 10 now for the Bears. Penn in the backfield with Hampton. Hampton's going to keep it himself up the middle, and he's hit a few yards past the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be a gain of about 3.
Yeah, just straight quarterback run there. Picks up a minimal gain, going to put him in another 3rd and long. I think you got to put the ball in the air here. Give yourself a chance. Pick up to 8 yards. I'd like it going to Rivera. He seems to be the most sure-handed receiver you have. He's going to be split out here by himself on the bottom of the screen.
They're going to hand it to Penn. Penn's going to go all the way across the field and get a gain of about 3, and so that's going to bring up 4th down now for the Bears, but there is a flag on the field.
Yeah, it looks like that's in a bad spot for the Bears in the area of holding.
Holding on the Bears, and that's going to push them back 10 yards. Wait, did they accept it?
No, they declined the penalty. They're going to take the 4th down.
They declined the penalty, so now 4th and 5, and Coach Houle elects to punt.
4th and 5 for the Bears.
Punt is away. This time it's got a little bit more air time, so the Bears can get under it. Oh, and the Rockets are making a lot of men miss. Great block there, and he's taking it up the sideline before he gets shoved out of bounds. Shoved out of bounds at about the 18-yard line.
Yeah, another great return right there for the Rockets. They've had a few tonight already.
That was number 9, Cortez Anthony, the sophomore, with the tackle.
Just very well blocked and executed by the return team for the Rockets. He gets right in the lane and explodes that down the sideline for quite the return. Going to set up their offense 1st and 10 on the 18-yard line. That's just a tough spot to put your defense.
Handing it off to Nanan. Nanan cuts it up. Falls forward for about 3.
And number 9, Justin Brown on the tackle there.
And we'll say gain of 4 on play to bring up 2nd and 6.
So 2 backs in the backfield next to England. England's going to take the snap, hand it off to Nanan on the left side. Nanan all the way into the end zone for 6. And the Rockets extend their lead with 10:26 left to go in the second quarter. Kick is up, and it's good. His score is 28-0 Rockets.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier in the broadcast both teams just looked a little sluggish to start. Not a ton of energy in either sideline, but late in that first quarter and early here in the second quarter, the Rocket offense has really exploded. They've been helped by some favorable field position and a defensive touchdown, but they've really started to put it together offensively. The offensive line is starting to do some real work and starting to move people around. And the Bears defense has got to come up with an answer if they hope to stay in this one.
Unfortunately for the Bears, that in the trenches there on the defensive line, might just be a size mismatch as the Rockets' offensive line is just kind of having their way, which is resulting in great running lanes for the Rockets. Back to receive this kick is Joseph Thompson and Isaiah Rivera. Kick is away. Into the end zone, touchback. And the Bears will start this offensive drive at the 20.
Yeah, I mentioned the defense has got to figure out a way to start getting some stops, but it starts right here offensively. They haven't been doing much for their defense in terms of field position, been a couple turnovers, and they've really got to do something to put together a drive, give your defense a breather. They've been on the field a lot here in this first half. Really need to see this offense put something together and just keep your defense off the field for a few plays.
You've got to string together, like you said, you've got to string together some first downs here. You've got to give your defense a breather and get some momentum for your offense and your whole team. Hampton keeps it himself, and he's taken down right at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, we haven't seen Hampton throw the ball yet since the last interception. I thought they were going to give him a chance there on that last possession on the 3rd and 8, but they elected to run the ball. And, we'll see here how much trust they have in him, in the young quarterback, see how aggressive they want to be. Now you're on your own 20, so you don't want to do anything too reckless, but I'd like to see them let him put it up.
Hampton had a low snap, picked it up, and started running for his life as he instantly had a rocket player in his face, and he's brought down for a sack.
Yeah, that just shows what I know, right? They try and run a pass play, and they can't get the snap. So it all starts there. You got to get the snap. You got to catch it cleanly, and if you don't, it's just going to throw off the whole timing of the play. And you saw it there. Hampton dropped the snap, picked it up, and by the time he got his grip ready, he had the rush in his face, and it's going to set them up 3rd and about 20.
Takes the snap. Hampton looking to pass. And he's going to get sacked right at the 1-yard line. And so that's going to bring up 4th down. Wait, are they saying that's a safety?
Yeah, I think he got out of the end zone. Yeah, they're going to mark him at the 1. The Bears will get a chance to punt it away.
Like the ball will be spotted at the Bear 1-yard line.
Punting in the shadow of the field goal post here. The Rockets tried to go after it, but they couldn't. Nice punt right there from the Bears, and it's going to be caught at the 50, and he's going to take it forward and give the Rockets great field position at about the 36-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great punt. That's really all you can ask for. Backed up, heels against the back line there, and considerable pressure in his face. The punter gets off a nice punt, lands at about the 50. They do get about 11 on the return, but, again, they're going to net about 37 yards on the punt. That's, again, about all you can ask for. So, again, your defense is on the wrong side of the 50 when they start this possession, asking them to come up big here again and get some momentum for your sideline.
Hands it off up the middle as he falls forward after a gain of about 2. That was Beasley for the Rockets after the 2-yard gain.
We'll say gained a couple on the play. Bring up 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 now. England hands it off to Beasley again. Beasley breaks a tackle. Now he's carrying a couple defenders. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to give him the 1st down after a gain of about 12.
Yeah, again, this Catholic offensive line continues to lean on this defense and open up some big holes for their running backs. And, it's just when an offensive line has got it rolling like that, it's tough to stop. You've got to figure out a way, maybe run some stunts, just do something to throw them off their game. But right now, it's all Catholic.
Ball's away. Oh, and it's intercepted by Josiah Rainey right at the 1-yard line. Great job by Rainey to get his hands on that one and come down with a clean catch.
Yeah, let's see if they call a touchback here. We got a touchback from one official, and the other is trying to mark him at the 1. We'll see what they decide here. This could be a pretty big call for the Bears, difference between getting the ball on your own half-yard line versus getting it on the 20, that makes a huge difference. So they're going to come together and talk about it. And they are going to give him the touchback.
So they're going to give him the touchback. That's the type of play you needed to see from either the defense or the offense. Now they've got a little bit of momentum. Maybe this offense can come out here and start moving these chains and get into scoring position.
Yeah, that's the second nice play we've seen from Josiah Rainey in coverage. He had the pass deflection earlier, and he comes up with that interception there. had himself a nice first half.
I didn't see where the ball went. I was a little confused myself. And that's Woodard, the fullback, who takes it forward for about a gain of 3. So 2nd and 7 now.
Number 14, Alex Neese for the Rockets. And we'll say gain of 3 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 7.
Oh, this is probably the worst starting field position for the Rockets all night long.
Yeah, I think you're right. You know, they're starting inside their own inside their own 30-yard line, and yeah, I believe that is the first time. So, you know, you got an opportunity for the, Bears defense. You get a little room here, a little room to work, a little bigger margin for error. So we'll see if this defense can come out here and force the Rockets to punt this football back to the Bears.
England takes a snap, hands it off to Nanan. Nanan on the left side is going to be hit pretty hard there. No gain on the play, so 2nd and 10 now for the Rockets.
Yeah, we'll say lost the yard on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
Bears defense playing very aggressive. Everybody near the line of scrimmage.
Looks like
no real safety over the top.
England's making a couple of changes. He's looking over the middle, almost in the hands. It hit the hands of his wide receiver, but no catch. And so now it's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Rockets. We have a Bear down in the backfield, and so we're going to have a injury timeout. And we're going to have the training staff come on and take a look.
Yeah, I believe that's Jabanowski there down in the backfield.
We were missing him a lot last week, so hopefully it's nothing serious and he'll be able to return to play.
Injured player was number 22, Riley Jabanowski for the Bears.
He's limping off the field with the help of a coach and a member of the training staff. And he's favoring that right leg. I'm not wanting to put any weight on that left foot. So hopefully it's nothing too serious. You know, you never wish for injuries, no matter who it is. So hopefully he'll come out of it okay.
Yeah, he's a young player, just a sophomore, but he's become a pretty big part of this defense already. So, yeah, like you said, hopefully it's nothing too serious and he's able to get back out there soon.
Quick pass to the right side, and it's picked off by Josiah Rainey again. This is interception number 2, and he gets it all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Great job right there, just reading the eyes of the quarterback and hopping in front of that pass, Josiah Rainey.
Again, Josiah Rainey, man, having a great ball game here tonight. Yeah, like you said, just read the quarterback's eyes. That ball's a little late from the quarterback. He had his man originally on the break on the flag route. And, just too late on the throw, and Josiah Rainey's able to undercut that, makes another nice play to give his offense their best field position of the night as they're going to start 1st and 10 on the 23-yard line.
Now, if this doesn't give a lot of fire on your offense, I don't know what will. You get them good field position, so you're already close to the end zone. Let's see if they can take advantage. Hampton takes a snap, looking to the pass right, and he does, and he makes a catch despite what looked like pass interference to me, as the defender definitely got there early. But the catch is made by Josiah Rainey again. He's all over the place.
Yeah, contested catch on that one.
I think you might need to leave him on the field. He's shown a great set of hands on him tonight.
Yeah, bang play there on the slant route, and Rainey makes a nice play to concentrate and bring it in, complete the catch.
Option to the right, and he's going to pitch it to Penn. Penn's on the right side, makes a couple men miss, does a spin moves, reaches out for the end zone, and they're going to say he's down at the 1. That was close. He was doing everything he could to get to that end zone. And there's a flag on the field, and that's most likely going to be holding on the Bears.
Looks like we do have a rag on the rotunda. I believe that penalty will be holding against the Bears. That'll cost them a Hamilton from the spot of the foul.
Yeah, it's tough right there. Maybe your most explosive play offensively all night. Maybe Cleo Penn's most explosive play on the season, and then it gets called back there for the holding penalty. So you'll have to get yourself back together and retry again here on 2nd and 11.
All right, Woodard in the backfield with Hampton. Hampton is looking left. Deep ball to Rivera. It falls incomplete. I'm not really sure if it was pass interference. I think he got there early. He didn't turn his head at all to make a play on the ball. I've seen that called pass interference in numerous games, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a pretty good play there from the defender. He didn't turn his head, and that usually does get the flag in high school, but I say play on, clean play, good play. If Hampton gets that ball out a little sooner, it's probably completed.
Ball's on the ground as he fumbled the snap, and it's going to be Rockets ball at about the 29-yard line. That's the last thing you wanted to see if you were Coach Houle. Is your offense seemed to be getting some type of rhythm. Your defense made a spectacular play to put them in a good position, and a fumbled snap turns into a turnover for the Bears.
Yeah, I think we're going to need Josiah Rainey to take one of these interceptions back to the house for us.
Takes the snap. He's going to roll to his left side, or to his right side, my mistake. Hard catch and run right there by the Rockets, and he's going to get pushed out close to the first down marker, but he's going to be a yard short. 2nd down now for the Rockets.
Yeah, so the Rockets showing the trust in their quarterback, throwing 2 interceptions in back-to-back drives there. They come right out throwing it again, and he makes a nice underneath completion, and his tight end makes a nice play for him.
Nanan is going to be hit in the backfield. I think that was Keyshawn Jones who got back there. It is. That was Keyshawn Jones. Got back there, disrupted the play, and forced the play for no gain. So now it's 3rd down for the Rockets, and the defense are trying to bow their neck here and get another stop for their offense.
Man, this would be a huge stop here with 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the half. If you can come up with a stop here somehow and get this ball back to your offense with a chance to put points on the board before the break, that would just be a huge momentum swing.
Takes a snap. Nanan is going to keep it himself. I don't think he got it.
Yeah, he stumbled in the background, though. It's going to be real close. They're going to mark him short. It's going to be 4th down. We'll see what the Rockets want to do.
The defensive line for the Bears are just not giving up an inch right now, and And the Rockets are going to elect to go for it, I believe. Oh, I take that back. They are going to elect to punt. They're going to bring on the punting formation. Running clock. 2 minutes to go now here before halftime.
All right, so the Bears come up with the stop. They're going to get the punt here. See what they can do with about, a minute 35 on the clock.
Back to receive it is Rivera. Rivera is just going to, it hits him. And he's going to fall on it. Lucky him. That was a crazy just slingshot of a bounce that just flew right into him. Right there, that's when you got to just run the opposite direction of the kick. You got to run to the sideline. Don't ever want to be close to that football, and that's exactly why, is it can take a wild bounce, and you have no say of where it's going.
Yeah, Peter, get away from it. That football is shaped like an egg. It'll bounce all over the place, and that's a prime example of why right there is you just want to get away from those punts. They can take some scary bounces on you. Rivera's fortunate to get back on that one.
So Bears are going to start at the 18-yard line. They already have 2 turnovers here in the ball game. They don't want to get a third. Hampton gets the ball away off the hands of Rainey there and hits the ground.
Yeah, it's the second time we've tried to set up the tunnel screen and just dropped a pass. Rainey looked like he had a pretty nice lane to run there if he can come up with the catch, but just goes right through his hands, and it's going to set you up 2nd and 10.
Second and 10, 1:43 left to go before halftime. Hampton's going to keep it on the right side, cuts it up.
Ball carrier was number 3, Tyler Hampton, on the quarterback keeper for the Bears.
Maybe a gain of 1, and so it's going to be 3rd down for the Bears.
36, Hunter Kaplan for the Rockets. Yeah, lost about a yard on it.
So he lost a yard, so it's 3rd and 11 now for the Bears. Deep in their own territory.
Bears running on Rainey late.
Going deep. He tried to get it to Rivera on the out route. Couldn't come up with it, though, as it was thrown a little bit too far out in front of him. So with 1:33 left to go, Coach Houle elects to punt.
Yeah, Hampton got hit as he threw right there. Couldn't step into it. And ball just comes up short. He had Rivera there on the out route, but just couldn't get anything on it. And it's going to come up well short of its intended target. See, there is an injured Catholic Rocket down on the field. All right, and that injured Catholic Rocket did get off the field well, so it looks like he's going to be okay.
So Tyler Scott on to attempt the punt. Punt is away. And they're just going to call for a fair catch right at about the 46-yard line. And this is where the Rockets are going to take over. It's going to be interesting to see if they try to reach for the end zone and get a score here, or...
Yeah, been a little shaky on the punt return for both teams. Catholic is muffed too, and the Bears, they had the muff punt on the last punt return, and then they also muffed the kick return. So been a lot of sloppy play on special teams tonight, and then both teams have 2 turnovers offensively as well. So really just kind of a sloppy first half from both teams.
You know, that cool air moves in, and all of a sudden that ball feels a lot different.
Yeah, that is true. It gets a lot stiffer, a lot different to hold on to than when it's 110 in the middle of August.
And England's going to take off with it. And he's going to get all the way up to the 34-yard line. And that's going to be a first down for the Rockets.
Yeah. English's helmet did come off at the end of that play, so he's going to have to come out for at least one play.
First down with the ball spotted at the Bear 34.
Handed off up the middle. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Now under a minute to go. It's second down for the Rockets.
No gain on the play. Bring up second and 10.
Deep ball on the right side, and it's caught at about the 10-yard line. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds. He's going to be shoved out of bounds at about the 5.
Man, that's an impressive pitch and catch right there. The nice back shoulder throw. The receiver goes up and high points it.
England, shotgun formation. Bears showing some pressure, and he's going to keep it himself when he walks into the end zone for a touchdown as they extend their lead again right before halftime with 30 seconds left.
Touchdown, Rockets.
PAT is up. And it's good. And so with that, that extends the lead 35-0 right here before halftime.
34 seconds left before halftime.
You know, going back to that Sheridan game, we saw a little trickery magic on the kickoff return for the Bears that maybe Coach Houle tries to throw a curveball at the Rockets and pull out some kind of trick play here.
Yeah, they executed that one very well. It was, you know, a cool play to see at the very least. So we'll see if they got a little trick up their sleeve or how aggressive they want to be here before the halftime.
Kick is deep. And Thompson is just going to let it go into the end zone for a touchback. So 30.2 seconds left to go.
Yeah, we'll see how aggressive Coach Houle wants to be here. You know, your young quarterback, he's got 2 turnovers here in the first half. You know, he had the interception and the fumbled snap. So I would imagine he's going to be, you know, pretty conservative here. But with the score 35-0, you don't really have much time to be too conservative. You got to start to put some points on the board in a hurry here. So we'll see what he decides.
If you look to come back in this ball game, I think you have to try to play aggressive here right before halftime, but also play safe with the ball. This is a tough situation as a coach, and Hampton's going to keep it himself after look like a miscommunication in the backfield.
He just rushed that one a little bit. The running back's first supposed to go in front of him there, and Hampton just going a little too fast and runs into him before he can clear him totally. And, you know, that's something, too, that affects the blocking, the timing when he's too fast getting to the hole. The blocks need time to get set up and develop. The more patient he can be on those runs, the better off he'll be.
And they're just going to let that clock wind down as that's the end of our first half of play. Rockets with a big lead over the Bears. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, it'll be time for our Ankles Carpet One halftime show here on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports.